right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with All Sports Media TV, and we are dropping another one in the women's sport of boxing today. So let's get right into it. And we are talking about the current IBO lightweight champion, that being Caroline Dubois. 8 wins, no losses, no draws, with 5 wins by way of knockout. She is the sister of former WBA regular heavyweight champion Daniel Dynamite Dubois. Now, Caroline Dubois, she has a bright 2024 ahead of her. She has a fight going down tomorrow with Miranda Reyes. Reyes is 7 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, with 3 wins by way of knockout. Good fighter out of Houston. She's on a 2-fight win streak. She's had a couple of her 1 loss was a majority decision, and her 1 draw was a majority draw. So she's had some good close fights, and the fights that I went and looked up, she's willing to get in there, willing to bank it out and trade with whoever, whenever. Now, the reason I'm talking about this fight is because Caroline Dubois was already at one point in negotiations with Rhiannon DIXON, and that was to make the fight for the IBF lightweight title. Now, you guys remember Katie Taylor vacated her lightweight titles, as you know, the sanctioning bodies came out and said, hey, you got to pick one, when she won undisputed at 140. It's either you got to be 135 or 140. And to make the trilogy fight with Chantel Cameron, she relinquished all her belts at lightweight, leaving the floor open at lightweight. So, um, Caroline Dubois was supposed to be first up, but Rhiannon DIXON is said by Ben Shalom, the promoter, to Caroline Dubois, that she pulled out. DIXON, the champion, pulled out. But she pulled out for what a lot of people would say is for good reason, and that good reason being she's going to make a unified title fight with Karen Carabajal in April for the WBO vacant title, which, I guess you can't really blame her for that. Um, if you can go pick up another strap, add it to your collection, hey, I mean, who can argue with that? But nonetheless, they are still lobbying for that fight. Ben Shalom said after this fight, Caroline Dubois will be fighting for a title, official major world title, sometime later this year, possibly sometime in the summer. And that will all hinge on tomorrow when she faces Miranda Reyes. They had a um, heated little face off today after the weigh in, and Caroline Dubois, she made it very clear that she's going in. She's going in for the knockout. Miranda Reyes said, well, we'll just have to wait and see what she brings to the table. And all honesty, I can give you guys my final predictions right now. I don't know if Miranda Reyes will be able to hold up for the entirety of the fight. I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. I think Caroline Dubois will get a stoppage in the later rounds. The woman is on a mission. I think she gets the stoppage. I think Rhiannon DIXON will go on and get a victory in her fight with Karen Carabajal. No knock on Carabajal, but um, she's seeming like she's a journey woman at this point right now. Um, and they'll get this fight with Rhiannon DIXON and Caroline Dubois sometime in the summer. That's what I'm thinking should happen. So, you know how I do. I want to hear from you. Let me know. You guys think Caroline Dubois is going to get a knockout tomorrow? Do you think Rhiannon DIXON is going to go up there and defend her title and pick up the WBO strap? Do you think they should go back in negotiations right after these fights and get the fight signed, sealed, and delivered for sometime this summer? Let me know what you guys think. But before I get out of here, I'm going to do it every time. Gotta say it. Keep men out of women's boxing. Protect women's sports. You got to be born a man to compete with men. You got to be born a woman to compete with women. I'll say it every time. I got to advocate for the sport, love the sport. I am not going to condone any of the transgender, whatever you want to say it, by USA Boxing, all of that. In my opinion, you can either start trans league where They all can compete against each other or start with trans men and trans women competing in their own thing. Let's keep it clean because these women, they work hard. A lot of these women are I ain't gonna say underpaid, but a lot of these women don't make the money already that the men make. So they have to sacrifice time away from their families, time away from their jobs, looking for sponsorships, all of that, just to be out here competing in a sport that they love, that we love to watch as spectators. So again, tech women's sports. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.